Assalamualaikum and a very good day to my respectful lecturer, Madam Fatin. My name is Suraya Binti Saif, and now I will explain the background of INSPAN. INSPAN, also known as the National Valuation Institute, is a research and training center for the Valuation and Property Services Department of JPPH. INSPAN is under the Ministry of Finance Malaysia and was established in 1985, where at that time the opportunity to learn is considered in response to the country's population and economic growth. The purpose of INSPAN is to develop knowledge and skill human resource in the real estate industry to deliver timely, efficient and expert services.
Hi, I am Absarina. Now let me explain about the Valuation and Property Services Training. INSPAN is the only institute in Malaysia offering training in property valuation and services. This training is open to everyone to join, including to the public sector and to the private sector. INSPAN can provide quality service training to fulfill the demand of the real estate industry by focusing on ongoing improvement initiatives. Now let's see to the training center's objective. There are 4 quality objectives of the training center to be focused by INSPAN. First is controlling all training program designed annually. Second, distribute annual training program to customer on or before December 31st on the relevant year. Third, ensure the average achievement of the objective of each training program reach at least 80%. And the last one is to ensure the average achievement of lecturers' achievement reach at least 80%.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Fatin Nadhirah Zolkiply. Now I will continue explaining function of the training center. The first function is to provide professional and technical training program for department, government agency and real estate industry players. Besides that, INSPAN also provide training services in property valuation and services to external agencies. And the last function is providing training and services in the field management, administration, finance and information technology. There are 7 programs offered by INSPAN. First is property assessment and research. Second is data management and research. Third is professional development, followed by Malaysian Technical Corporation Program, management and administration, information technology, and the last one is general and special induction program.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Binti Rusdi. I will explain the research by INSPAN. The research unit provides research service according to the demand of the department. All the research conducted by INSPAN is beneficial as it covers a broad range of topics. The example topics that have been covered by INSPAN as shown below. The first one is the valuation, real estate investment, real estate concept, IT in real estate development, property market, land acquisition, building construction management and management. Next is the example of the research paper. The first one is penilaian harta tanah pegangan pajakan di Sabah dan Sarawak by Nurdin 2016. The second one is nisbah plot terhadap nilai tapak Fatimah Zulkifli 2016. And the last one is kesan perintah pembangunan ke atas nilai tanah by Nurain Abdul Hamid 2016. Last, I will explain the type of publication. Besides writing research paper, INSPAN has published several books. The publication of books by INSPAN can be categorized into 4 types, which is Proceeding International Real Estate Research Symposium since 2002 until 2016 and have 16 categories. The second one is Journal of Valuation and Property Service that function as a platform to exchange information, ideas, techniques and many more. The third one is the Handbooks for Executive that function as a collection of court cases involving various appeals on land acquisition issues. And the last one is the monograph.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Baihaqi. So next is Higher Education Program for Real Estate. Education research in the real estate field is clearly less in Malaysia. Therefore, apart from conducting research and training, INSPAN also provide higher education program for those looking to pursue their study after SPM, Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, in the real estate field starting from the year 2003. The educational program offered by INSPAN is also known as Real Estate Education, REE. REE was founded with the intention of educating future college and university graduates as well as providing them with a solid foundation of knowledge and real estate industry that would guarantee and sustain a consistent and productive professional career in such practice. It is because once a student graduates and awarded a certificate, they have three opportunities whether to pursue studying or working. There is no limitation for INSPAN graduates to work in the public or private sector. Not only that, they also can pursue degree studies at Queensland University Technology Australia and Western Sydney University Australia. Basically, there are three certificates offered by INSPAN, which are Certificate Real Estate Valuation (SCREV), Certificate Property Management (CPM), and Certificate Estate Agent (CEA). The first real estate certificate program in Malaysia is CREV. It was formally established at the Academic Centre in 2006 and followed by CPM and CEA, which were introduced in 2008 and 2010 respectively.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I am Nurul Hamizah Arifin will present on the differences of certificates offered by INSPAN, which are Certificate Real Estate Valuation (CREV), Certificate Property Manager (CPM), and Certificate Estate Agent (CEA). Certificate Real Estate Valuation is the first program conducted in Malaysia, and Certificate Property Management is second program conducted by INSPAN, while Certificate Estate Agent is to produce qualified and knowledgeable estate agent in the future. Next, CREV and CPM focus on industry-oriented, while CEA focus on theoretical and practical. Besides, all CREV and CPM program registered with Ministry of Education, recognized by UiTM and UTM, supported by ISM and Board of Valuer, Appraiser, Estate Agent and Property Manager, and recognized by Public Service Department, equivalent to SPM and STPM. Next, CREV and CPM has full-time mode and 2 years of study including 1 semester of industrial training, while CEA has both full-time which needs 17 months and part-time which needs 19 months. Modes include 1 term of industrial training.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Aina Suraya binti Saif. Assalamualaikum. My name is Aina Suraya binti Saif, and now I will answer the question number 2, which is the composition of the board of valuers, appraisers, estate agent and property managers board members. Before that, I will explain about board. So, the Board of Valuers, Appraisers, Estate Agent and Property Manager was founded in 1981, governed by the provisions of Valuers, Appraisers, Estate Agent and Property Managers Act 1981. The main function of board is to regulate valuers, estate agents and property managers that practicing in Malaysia. According to Section 9, the board must consist several members to be appointed by the Minister. The following members are: Number 1, the Director General or the President of the Board. Number 2, 6 registered valuers who are from public services. Number 3, 4 registered valuers that have at least 6 years professional experience as valuers. Number 4, 3 registered estate agent who have 6 years experience as estate agent. Number 5, 3 registered valuers nominated by the President of the Board. And lastly, 3 registered property managers nominated by the President of the Board. Next, I will explain a little bit about the background of the members and their current position in the industry. I will start with 6 registered valuers who are from public service. First, the Director General or the President of the Board, Surveyor Abdul Razak bin Yusak, and his current position is Deputy Director General of Valuation and Property Services. Number 2 is Surveyor Aina Idayu Ahmad, Director of National Property Information Centre, Valuation and Property Services Department, Ministry of Finance, Malaysia. Thirdly, Surveyor Muhammad Nazri bin Ahmad Zahari. He is a Director of INSPAN. Next member, Surveyor Khalid bin Abdul Muttalib, Deputy Director Property Inventory, National Property Information, NAPIC, JPPH. Next, Surveyor Rusdi Nawati Binti. She worked as Deputy Director General of Valuation and Property Services Operation. Last member of registered valuers who are from public services is Surveyor Nurhayati Binti Awang. Next is for members registered valuers nominated by RIS. Firstly, Surveyor Tan Hong Tiong. His current position is registered valuers and a board member of the Board of Valuers, Appraisers, Estate Agent and Property Managers Malaysia. And last members of registered property managers nominated by the President of the Board is Surveyor Tiruselvam S. Arumugam. He is Executive Director PPC International Sdn Bhd. Secondly, Surveyor Irhami bin Ahmad, Founder and Managing Director Irhami Valuers International. Next members, Ms. Teo Chui Ping, who Managing Director of Central Properties Group. And last member of registered valuer nominated by RIS is Surveyor Terence Yap Weizen, Director HASP Consultants Sarawak Sdn Bhd. Next registered estate agents is Surveyor Yap Fok Sing or Peter Yap, Group Managing Director of GS Valuer Group. Lastly, members registered property managers nominated by the President of the Board. Firstly is Surveyor Azman Shah bin Haji Muhammad Arifin. Next, Mr. Chan Chi Kiong or Richard. His current work is Director Consultant of RCMC Sdn Bhd. Secondly, Surveyor Eri Zuwardi Anwar, Registered Valuer at Intra Harta Consultant Sdn Bhd. Next is Registered Estate Agent that have at least 6 years professional experience as valuers and the valuers who have been nominated by the other professional body that recognized by the board. First member is Mr. Tan Kian Aun, Associate Director and Head of Training, Agency of Hartamas Real Estate, Sdn Bhd. Third member is Surveyor Norbayati Binti Muhammad, Principal RIZQ Realty. And last members, registered valuers nominated by the President of the Board is Surveyor Prem Kumar, anak lelaki Subramaniam, Deputy Managing Director at Jones Lang Wooten. Next, member registered valuers nominated by the President of the Board. First member is Professor Dr. Surveyor Anwar bin Alias. He worked as Professor at the Department of Estate Management, Faculty of Built Environment, University of Malaya. Next question, for question number 2, is the area expertise they are representing as the board members. So, for the members, the area expertise are such as valuation, property management and estate agent. There are 3 members who are estate agents, 3 members of property management, and the rest of all the members are doing valuation as area expertise.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Baihaqi. Question 3. Briefly explain the meaning of the rule under Section 57 on insurance cover for clients' money in reference to the Value, Appraisers, Estate Agent and Property Managers Act 1981, Act 242 and Rules. Client money is money that a firm holds or receives for or from a client and can be of any currency. This could be in the form of cash, draft, check or electronic transfer and includes money held by the firm as stakeholder and which is not immediately due or payable on demand to the firm for its own account. For example, when rent is paid in the course of business and is held for the landlord benefits, it is considered client money. A holding deposit or other charge would thus be regarded as customer cash. All real estate professionals who handle client funds are required by the Client Money Protection Regulation to enroll in one of the recognized and approved client money protection scheme. This will ensure that if any money is taken by the agency, it will be returned to the landlord or tenant. According to Section 57 of the Valuers, Appraisers, Estate Agent and Property Management Act 1981, client money insurance is a requirement for any registered business that handles client account or collect client funds while performing its duties. The main purpose is to protect the client money. This includes the sustainability of the insurance, which must be adequate to pay the claim. Additionally, if the client decides to file a claim or written complaint regarding to the fund that has been entrusted and improperly used, the firm may be able to provide any information they require, such as books of account or statement of account.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I am Nurul Hamizah Arifin.
My name is Fatin Nadhirah Zolkiply. Now I will continue presenting question 4, which is differences between registered appraiser and registered valuer. First is profession assistant. The profession of appraiser is a longer period than registered valuer. It is because registered appraiser was established during colonial era and for registered valuer started at the early of independence era. The second element is registration. There is no restriction for those interested to be registered appraiser as long as they have experience, and for the registered valuer, it requires certificate and education background in the real estate. Next element is land valuation. For the registered appraiser, they has authority to practice but limited in certain states only. However, for the registered valuer, there is no limitation and can undergo valuation work from all different states in Malaysia. Besides that, there is limitation of land value can be valued by registered appraiser, and for the registered valuer, there is no limitation of land value. Next element is number of registered in board. The number of registered appraiser decreased due to board decide to stop the registration, and for the registered valuer is keep increasing because the registration is open and available at any time. For the examination, there is no TPC should be attended for registered appraiser, but for the registered valuer, they must sit for TPC and have 2 years working experience as PV. The last one is registration number. For the registered appraiser, is donated by A, and for the registered valuer, is donated by V before a few digits.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I am Nurul Hamizah Arifin will present next differences, which is the differences between probationary valuer and registered valuer. Probationary here means under observation and trial. The first differences between these two professions is in terms of test of professional competence exam. Probationary valuer is under board but not complete or fail the TPC exam, while registered valuer pass and complete the TPC exam by board. Next differences is in terms of trial. Probationary valuer is under trial before being RV and need to master 3 out of 8 area of valuation, while RV has finished the trial phase and has authority to conduct valuation work, hence need to master area of valuation. Next, PV is strictly cannot sign or approve document related to document and value of property, while RV is authorized to sign, approve and verify any documents. Besides, individual can apply for PV through Form A, which is the application for registration as registered probationary valuer, while individual can apply for RV through Form A, which is application for registration and authority to practice as registered valuer. Last but not least, PV registration number is denoted by PV followed by few digits, while RV denoted by V followed by digits. Last but not least is the differences between real estate negotiator and registered estate agent. Rent is employed by REA and not obligated to operate their own business, so they are not necessarily required to obtain registration under BOVIA, while registered valuer is authorized to conduct business and can apply license to run estate agency practice after complete the exam that contain of 12 papers and 2 years of working experience. Next is rent is certified by but not licensed that lead to inability to start business, while REA is licensed and certified by board. Besides, REN is required to complete a 2-day of intensive negotiator certification course to be certified REN, while REA must spend 4 years of education in real estate and 2 years of working experience with registered firm. Furthermore, since REN is under supervision of REA, they are strictly not allowed to run business, while REA is allowed to work on their own and supervised by board. Last but not least, even REN is not authorized by board, they will still be issued a REN tag in red color, while REA registration number denoted by E followed by few digits.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Siti Binti Rusdi. Today I will explain the question number 5, which is explain the importance of professional indemnity insurance for each registered valuation firm in Malaysia. Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Binti Rusdi. I will explain the definition of professional indemnity insurance. Professional indemnity insurance is also known as a professional liability insurance. This insurance is kind of policy that compensates an insured party for the unpredictable losses or damage up to a predetermined amount, which is typically the loss actual world. This insurance is intended to protect the professional or business from claim made by the client. This insurance also protects the professional from the claim filed by the client due to professional negligence of service and practice. The professional that can apply this insurance such as a valuer, estate agent, quantity surveyor, and many more. Not only that, but this insurance is also cover the legal fees and the other costs that are related to the valuer negligence or breach of the contract, as well as any damage or fees awarded to the client. Assalamualaikum. I am Siti Binti Rusdi. Now I will explain about the importance of professional insurance to the each of valuation firm. So the first one is the insurance help to cover the expenses fee of lawsuit related to any problem such as negligence made by the valuer. The fees such as legal fees, compensation fees awarded to the client, and many more. This insurance also helps to protect the valuation firm financial implication of paying the careless and other charges that fell by the client against them. Next, the other importance of the indemnity insurance to the valuation firm is to lower the financial risk of valuation firm. The professional indemnity insurance can help the valuation firm secure funding and reduce their financial risk. This is because this insurance will assist in covering the legal costs and expenses that may be incurred as a result of court case being brought against a professional for their mistake. Lastly, is the insurance help to protect the policyholder. This insurance help the valuer by protecting them from the claims that are filed against them for the losses caused by a breach of professional obligation or negligence. The indemnity insurance coverage will protect the firm by covering the cost of defending against the lawsuit and damage to the valuation firm. Now, I will explain the example of the losses. The first one, the valuer overvalued the property causes the client loan not approved. The second one is Fremont then Big versus Knight Frank LLP 2004. And the last one is Merit versus Bob, which is in 2001.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Absarina Suhaili. The answer for question 6 showing the following of 4 examples of misconduct and ethics committed by the valuer and appraiser that highlighted from the part 9 of the Valuer, Appraiser and Estate Agent Rules 1986 Act 242. The first example of misconduct is taken from Rule 63, which is highlighting the valuer or appraiser to be strict and to keep the business information for client remain confidential. This misconduct issue related to this particular court case in 2010, which involved HSBC Bank Malaysia Berhad versus Rain and Horn International Zaki and partners Sendirian Berhad. This case is due to the professional negligence by the fact that the valuer were not directly hired by the bank. Due to the security loss, the valuer was required to compensate damages to the bank. The second example is taken from the Rule 75 subsection 1, which the valuer had done a misconduct by not giving the considered answer and proper value of property when preparing valuation report. This situation happened in Kulu, Sabah, where the property valuer who appointed to justify the land with hill slope terrain, but he compared with less suitable comparable property by using flat land located at Tuaran, Sabah. The third example is under Rule 66 and Rule 72 Act 242, where the registered valuer gave criticism by expressing disagreement on professional fees. Taken from the case of Custom Partner Sdn Bhd versus Director General of Inland Revenue, where the client CP Sdn Bhd made appeal for deducting the valuation fee. It is in the purpose to obtain valuation report in assessing market value of retail lots in Kuantan, Pahang. However, it was not allowed and objected by the defendant. For the fourth example is related to the court case of Cik Somat versus Pentadbir Tanah Daerah Krian in July 2013. This case is about the owner of the land was not satisfied with value of compensation awarded was insufficient and not reflected to the true market value of the acquired land. This is due to the misconduct by the valuer that did not apply the right practice as stated in Standard 7 of MVS, where it clearly indicated the best approach to be used in valuation report. Property valuer must comply the guideline and standard in preparing valuation report with the best valuation practice according to Rule 75 and Rule 82.